as they travel to play the 3-6 Panthers this Sunday. Tampa beat Carolina 31-17 in their Week 2 matchup, which also followed a loss to New Orleans. So, Shannon, do you expect Brady and the Bucs to bounce back against Carolina?
Skip, he can't play any worse than what he played Sunday night. They'll look at the tape and see what Brady can, with the mistakes that he made. But this matchup, right? The Carolina Panthers for Tom Brady is a perfect matchup. He won't get it any better than this. Skip, they have 9 sacks in 9 games. They have 24 hits on the quarterback. That's tailor-made for Tom. They don't rush the passer. He should have all day to pick this team apart. Now, you know, offensively, they have some nice pieces. I like the receivers. Christian McCaffrey came back. He nicked his shoulder. He's day-to-day with that shoulder injury, but he can run it. He can catch it. Teddy Bridgewater's played really well, Skip. I mean, he makes sound decisions. But when I look at this, the Panthers have lost 4 games in a row. All of the games have been one-score games. 7 of their 9 games have been one-score games. And they better win this because you know what's on the horizon. They get the Rams on Monday night, and they get my homeboy. So they better get this game here. Now, this is a division opponent, and you go, no matter what the records are, Skip, when you come to a division opponent, because they're familiar with you. Throw records out the window, well, they ain't that good. Okay. You make that mistake if you want to, but the Panthers are tailor-made for Tom because what his weakness is pass rush. They don't do it. They don't generate a whole lot of that. And my homeboy just threw for what? Almost 400 and 4 touchdowns? So...
Oh, so wait a minute. You were just gushing yesterday about what my homeboy did to the Panthers.
Skip, but here's the thing, though.
Tailor-made?
Skip, here's the thing. The throws that my homeboy can make, Tom can't even dream of those. If you put him in a deep sleep, he can't dream of doing some of the things that my homeboy can do.
So are you suggesting Carolina is going to win this game? Okay, Carolina was ahead in that game late in the 3rd quarter at Kansas City.
Why were they ahead?
It was 33-31 when it finished Kansas City, and it went to the wire. And believe it or not, Teddy Bridgewater outplayed Patrick Mahomes in his home.
Let me ask you a question. If my homeboy had Tampa's defense, how many yards you think he threw for with that defense giving him the ball back like they do Tom?
What defense? Well, how many times they get the ball back on Sunday night?
Hold on.
It looked like the worst defense in pro football.
Now, hold on. You just told me they got the best 2 middle linebackers in all the football.
I didn't just tell you that.
Yeah, you told me that. You've been telling me that.
I didn't tell you that today.
No, not today. Oh, so now they're not any good. So,
I told you that last week.
Yeah. You got JPP, you got Shaq Barrett, you got Ndamukong Suh.
And where were they on Sunday night?
Skip, they had a bad game.
Ask B.A. Ask him.
So in other words, everybody's allowed, no one is allowed to have a bad game except Tom Brady. Because where was Tom Brady on Sunday? Doing his best, Jameis. And you see Jameis was eating them dubs on him.
He was.
Oh, Jameis eating them dubs on him.
Yeah, Jameis had a long week getting ready for that game because he was spilling secrets like crazy.
Yeah. They put him in the hot seat.
In the hot seat. So isn't it unusual? Isn't it something that Carolina happens to be sitting in the 2 spots in the schedule, the 2 hot spots where they followed New Orleans both times, Week 2 and now what are we up to, 10?
Week 10.
Yeah, Week 10. Okay, so Carolina is sitting there as the Buccaneers teeter because this is a north-south. This is like an end-of-the-line game.
Yeah.
You better win this one, to your point, to have any chance at becoming the team you want to become.
Carolina, like, what schedule maker did that? You got them all fired up. They come. We got them again after a loss.
Yeah, okay, because, as you say, they got their brakes beaten off by New Orleans both times, and here we go again, except this one isn't at Tampa Bay.
Right.
This one's at Carolina. You don't think this is a dangerous game? The odds makers say, not so fast. It's not that dangerous because the odds makers have made Tampa Bay a 6-point favorite.
Right.
That's a lot of points.
That is.
I would not do that. I would not give those points because I think it will go to the wire. Really, the first game, it was their first home game, Week 2, it went to the wire. It was a close game. It was still 24-17 until, excuse me, Leonard Fournette broke a 46-yard run with 1:48 left.
Right.
That made it 31-17.
Right.
So it was still just hanging.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Maybe the Christian McCaffrey injury scared some of the odds makers, but I was surprised that the spread was this big, Skip, for the simple fact given how well Carolina played and how poorly Tampa played. So I guess the odds makers are expecting them to have a real big bounce back to make it basically a touchdown.
Yep. So there's one man in sports I do not bet against. It's Tom Brady, especially in this situation. On pure pride, raw pride, he will play very well. They're going to approach this game, to me, to your point, much differently than they approached the New Orleans game. I don't know what they were doing, but they got it in their mind they could hit AB 2 or 3 times with deep balls that would break the game open.
Right.
Did not happen. And the first interception was AB just stopping a route and Tom forcing a ball up into what looked like was about to be double coverage.
Yeah.
Might have been intercepted if he'd run the right route and kept running. But it's Tom saying, no risk it, no biscuit.
Right.
I'm forcing it to him. The previous throw, he'd thrown one into the wind from his end zone under duress and tried to get the ball 60 yards to AB. What's up with this?
Yeah,
what are you trying to do?
You need to be Josh Allen or Mahomes to cut through the air if that wind's blowing like it was.
So they're going to have to come with a different approach, the way they approached it. Tom was 23 of 35, threw for 217 in that Week 2 game. Carolina, they know how to play them. They will play them tough. They'll play them tight.
They keep it close, Skip. What they do is keep the game close and then try to win it late in the end. That's what they did with Mahomes. They had these long drives, 10, 12-play drives that would pay out, that paid off in the end. So we're keeping Mahomes off the field. Well, that's what they're going to try to do with Brady because they don't generate pass rush. It's hard to beat Skip. It's hard to play defense if you can't get the quarterback on the ground or if you don't at least threaten him.
Okay, so this is going to be very simple to me. All of a sudden, Tom went from Julian Edelman or bust last year to too much of a good thing. You have 2 Pro Bowl receivers from last year. You have the GOAT tight end who'd been on a tear until Sunday night. And now you've added an AB who went for 5 years dominating this league the way nobody else dominated. So you have to figure out from jump, who are they doubling? Because it's pretty simple math here because you're going to have 2 receivers who are very good who are going to be single covered.
Right. Because they don't have what New Orleans have. They don't have a Jackrabbit and they don't have a Marshawn Lattimore that can take their safety is not the safety is okay, but do you believe that safety can deal with Gronk one-on-one? I don't think so. And so this matchup for Tom, he won't get any better than this, Skip. Because you know what's coming, the Rams and that front 4. And you got Jalen Ramsey on the back end of that. And then you got my homeboy that you're going to have to match his scoring.
You are.
Because they're going to score. Now, I understand Tampa has a good defense, but, boy, hey, you think New Orleans can put points on the board, my homeboy can light you up in a hurry. And they're going to get deep.
So I will take the Bucs for 5 cases. This is where I don't bet against Brady. You want it? You can have Carolina at home.
Give me 6?
No. Straight up. I told you it's going to be down to the wire.
No. Give me the 6 points.
Nope.
Hold on.
I just said it was too many.
No, hold on.
Too many points.
Hold on. I just gave you 13 of your sorry Cowboys.
Well, that was your fault.
That's good. Well, give me a chance to win my money back.
That was the sorry Cowboys against the undefeated Steelers.
Skip, Vegas doesn't work like this. Vegas doesn't win your money, and then when you try to bet back, close the casino. They give you an opportunity to win your bet back. Okay, give me an opportunity to win my case back.
You're calling him Teddy KGB. You got Teddy. He runs the house, man. It's his house.
Can I at least just give me the 6 points?